Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pigskin Punchlines. My name is Pigskin. Joining me today is Jad Ghosn. Jad, tell us what we're doing today.
Yes, very excited to be here. We're going to be doing some AFL predictions for 2026, a big season ahead, and looking forward to predicting it and hopefully getting them all correct.
I'm wearing a Port Adelaide top. I know I'm not going to be biased. I'm trying to be fair to all teams. Yeah, we're just going to go through 18th to first position.
Stick around to see who we got number one.
So just letting you know, guys, that these predictions are going to be, we're not trying to annoy anybody. We know we're not going to get it right.
Yeah.
Okay. This is just going to be completely wrong. We can see at the end of the year when we come back to it. But yeah, anyone, please don't be upset with where your team is placed. Okay, we're going to try and see how we go. All right, ready?
Yep. First off, no surprises. I do have West Coast at the bottom. I think it's going to be another tough year for them. They won't be too upset being near the bottom. Keep growing, keep getting the draft picks. I do think they will get more than just that one win that they got last year. So hopefully for them, they win a few more. But I still got them 18th. What about you?
I also have them 18th, but I think they would be upset being at bottom still.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
I think they're okay being bottom.
Why would they be okay being bottom?
More draft picks, keep rebuilding. They got Dersman now. They got Harley Reid and him. They brother-in-law together.
I think with West Coast, I think they'll win more games. I think they'll win 2 games. It's going to be a tough year for them again. Obviously, I still think they'll finish the wooden spoon, but I think they'll do better than what they did last year. Harley Reid starting to play some good football now.
Hopefully stays fit.
Yeah, we'll see about Dersman in his first year as well.
Yeah, brother-in-law, them two together.
17th. Now, I had them at 13th, but I changed it to 17th.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, I just watched them in preseason. I just watched the way that things have been going behind the scenes. It's North Melbourne.
North Melbourne, wow. 13th you had them, and now that much.
I had them at 13th or 14th, something
big difference
there.
though.
Yeah, because I thought they were going to be like decent this year, but just from the preseason,
Haven't impressed you?
Nah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if Clarkson's plans are outdated or if it's
Wardlaw again injured.
Look, I really rate Nick Larkey.
Yes,
I think he's a gun. McKercher's good as well.
McKercher's good, yeah.
Yeah, I rate those players. I just don't think the rest of the team is there yet.
Yeah, Paul Curtis, I like him.
Yeah.
For me, in 17th, I got Richmond again. I think.
Okay.
I think again. Don't want to say it every time. They'll be happy with 17th. I think they're just still rebuilding. They got a young.
Everyone's happy with you. Everyone's happy with your positioning, are they?
Yes. God, I think just draft picks again. They're rebuilding. Their Smiley hasn't played a game yet, or has played 1 or 2 games. He'll be back. Trainer's good. I like him. They've got a lot of good young players. Of course, Sam Lawler, but that's obvious. We'll see how they go. Yeah. A couple aging players left as well. Like on top of that, I'll go with my 16th. I've got the Melbourne Demons. Good young players coming through. They'll win a few games because of any signings. Myercheck, Steele, GF as well. So they've got a few of those key players that came into their squad. Obviously, experienced players, some of them as well. I think they'll win a few games because of that, maybe 5 or 6 games, but probably a bit less if they're finishing in 16th, according to me.
My 16th spot is Richmond.
Oh, okay.
I feel as if
they're not that much higher than me. I said
yeah, it's one position, but it depends. They
surprised a lot of people last year. I don't know if they can do it again.
Yeah. I feel as if their young players just need time to gel, and pretty soon they'll be back in contention. Not maybe for the flag, but for finals. But this year, I'm sorry, I would put them a bit higher, but I just don't feel like they're entirely ready yet. Melbourne just beat them in the practice game. I know it's just only practice, but I'm not sure about Uzo.
Really? Already?
Yeah. Look,
I get it. Most coaches don't survive rebuilds, but I'm not
saying he's a bad coach. Yeah. I just think
the vibe.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the aura, I think Kane Corn said.
Yeah. But says a lot of stuff though.
Yes, he does. I think he's an alright coach. We'll see how he goes. It's most coaches don't survive a rebuild. He probably won't make it to when they're back into finals, but I think for now he's okay.
I think initially I had this club in
the next club.
Yeah, the one I'm doing. I have him 15 now, but I think I had him lower, like 17th or 16th. I've put the Bombers in 15th.
Wow.
The reason I put them so low was because I just didn't think they had anything. But then again, looking at last year with all the injuries they had, I don't know if you know this, but they didn't win a game from round 12 onwards or something like that. They haven't won since round 12.
I don't think I realized.
So, look, I think, they'll come back with their good players. I think the whole merit situation is really going to take a toll on the club.
In my opinion, they should have let him go.
Yeah, I just he doesn't want to play there, but they're keeping him on. Like, it's just the situation is a mess.
Yep.
But I feel as if, like, I don't know. I can't see them getting past 15th. I did put them lower, but I was generous to them because they did have a lot of injuries last year. Look, I may be wrong. Essendon maybe finished higher. And if you're an Essendon supporter watching this thinking, what is this guy on about? I promise you, I don't hate Essendon, okay?
Okay.
But I don't know. These predictions are going to be so wrong.
Let me help you out. I also got them in 15th.
Okay.
And just to let you guys know, we haven't looked at our ladders before this. I got no idea what he picked. And it turns out we both got Essendon 15. I said they'll be disappointed with this, not happy with this. So I don't always say that.
Okay.
Nah, they'll be very disappointed with that. And again, don't want to keep talking about the coaches, but that could be another one where the coach could be in trouble if they finish.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Brad Scott either. I just think he's had his time. His best. It's hard to say, but his best coaching was at North.
Yeah, for sure.
He's past his prime. Chris, on the other hand, I think
I actually rate him. I rated him a bit, and
Brad?
I thought Port Adelaide should get him, and that was before he joined Essendon, but maybe not anymore.
I don't know. Anyway, you can do 14th.
14th, I have got North Melbourne, so I've got them quite a bit higher than you.
So you had them where I initially had them?
Yeah, around that. Yeah, about 14th spot. I said they'll just be disappointed with this as well. I don't know. I think they'll be not too happy to be in the bottom 5 again. I feel like they have aspirations to go a little bit higher. Maybe that 13th, 12th position, but I don't think they can make it. But we spoke a bit about North already, but I've got them a little bit higher. I have them above Essendon and Melbourne and Richmond, so a difference to you. I just think they can win those few games. I'm a bit worried about George Wardlaw, another injury, come back from injury. If they can fix the defence, I think they can finish 14th.
14th is going to surprise a few people. I put Carlton.
Ooh.
I think it's just the same stuff really every year.
Interesting.
Look, they've got Boak at the club now. I know I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but he's going to help the youth. But I just feel as if Kerner's gone.
Kerner, yep. They got Florin and Hayward, but how good are they? B graders, maybe?
I wouldn't say they're B graders, but I just wouldn't say that they're elite.
Needle movers, yeah.
Elite, yeah, like I think it's. I know I'm being harsh to Carlton right now, but I just don't think they're going to do much this year, to be honest. And it's like there was a point when they made the prelim. I think they kicked the first 5 goals of the game against Brisbane at the Gabba, and then they just haven't done much. I think they're overhyped a bit. Paddy Cripps is good. I love Paddy Cripps. I know a lot of people don't like him, but that Brownlow, where you got 52 votes on,
so it's probably 67 votes. Something crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of votes.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people think he didn't deserve it. But
look,
he won the Brownlow.
They changed the rules for that this year. So the umpires can now access stats after the game.
Yes, they're gonna have like 16 crucial stats or something. Not all of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't need all of them.
Yeah, I know. Follow you on with that because I've got Carlton in 13th, so just that one spot above you. I also see them missing out on those wild card positions.
So you've got 14th? North.
14 was North, yep, now on to 13. I also have Carlton. So just to talk a bit more about Carlton, I said maybe Voscorn as well, another coach. I think that could be in trouble, but they got Jagger Smith. I know everyone's saying he's the best player ever. He's not even playing an AFL game yet, but he does look like the real deal. But it can't just be all him. They got a good midfield, Walsh, if he can stay fit, he looks determined to prove everyone that he can. Wiedering is their only main defender. I'm a bit worried about that. They lost Silvani.
They got Walsh.
They got Walsh, yeah, if he can stay fit. They got Silvani left, so really Wiedering, their main defender. And if he can stay fit as well, because we saw in the State of Origin match, he got hurt. But anyway, we talked a bit about Carlton already. 13th for me. How about your 13th?
Melbourne.
Okay,
so I had them initially, I think, 17th. I'm pretty sure 17th Melbourne, 16th Essendon.
Yep.
I had them low.
Because I changed your mind?
Well, I was thinking to myself, because they lost Clary, they lost Petrarca. They've always had problems off field. Not now so much, but they've got a new coach.
Yes,
Goodwin's gone. So I think, look, what I was thinking to myself, are they going to go and be like, okay, we've lost these players. They have signed some good ones, though.
Yep.
They've signed CJ.
Yep. Myercheck.
Steele, yeah.
They got a good draft picks in.
I do rate that. That's why I put them higher than what they initially were. I was thinking to myself, they've lost some guns.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
But have they done enough to get them back? Are those players that they've picked up good enough to replace Petrarca and Clary?
The other thing is...
and Viney's injured as well. Viney's injured. Is he out for the year?
I think he's out for a while.
He's out for a while,
if not the year, yeah.
So I think that also...
What about in terms of Melbourne? I think they got a new coach, like you mentioned, Simon Goodwin. Simon Goodwin left, and I think that will help him as well, because I think his style was a bit too buddy-buddy, where Stephen King, coming from Geelong system, coming from Gold Coast system, he'll be a bit more...
I feel like from the 2021 premiership, after that, everyone's expecting him to go, prelim and beyond, and they just never made it. They went out straight sets 2 years.
They won it as a very young team when they won it, so everyone expected more, but yeah. Anyways, number 12 for you? Now,
a lot of people are going to get upset with me about this one, a lot, and I know.
I got no idea who you're talking about.
You're gonna. I think you'll be surprised. GWS.
Okay, I thought you were gonna. Okay, yes.
Look, yes, I've got Clayton Oliver. Yes. I really rate Hogan.
Me too.
I like Green. Both Greens.
One Green's out. ACL.
I know. That's why I don't see the Giants. I think they've had their chances. They've had so many. The newest team in the AFL, technically, they've had so many chances. They've made a grand final. They got walloped. They've made prelims. They lost them by a point. They've made semis.
I think Sam Taylor's out for a while.
They just make it every year, but I feel like this time they're just... Look, Kingsley is a great coach. Okay, he can rev him up. I rate Kingsley highly, and maybe I'm being too harsh on GWS putting him in 12th spot. I just don't know what it is, but I don't see them... I just don't see them going any higher.
I've got them a bit higher, but you're making me question that now. But we'll see later when I get to that.
Question it as in maybe I make a good point?
Yes, maybe I put them too high, but we'll have a look.
No, I could feel like that about some other clubs.
I think you're going to be upset with my number 12.
Oh, here we go.
But I'm also put other 10, but I've got Port with 12. I think I've tried to get them into the wild card positions, but I couldn't justify it. New coach as well, Josh Carr coming in. He got lots of fresh ideas. We got an easy draw. Apparently, we got the easiest draw in history, or something like that. But I think
did you just put a thumb up thing on the screen?
Yeah, I did this, and the thumb went on the screen.
Was that on? If you guys saw a thumbs up, leave a thumbs up.
Leave a thumbs up. Yeah. Leave a thumbs up for Josh Carr's new ideas.
Yeah, or on the video in general.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Of course. But Port 12th. Very young group. They lost a lot of experience as well. So I think they're going to be better than most people think. I think they might push for a wildcard spot, but I couldn't justify them over some of the other teams I had above them.
I think what you've said is a very unbiased opinion.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Port fan, so I hope they do better than that, but I've got them 12th.
Okay. We'll be interested to see where I put it.
Yeah, we'll save your discussion on that. But yeah, I hope they do better, but just too many young players and a lot of fresh ideas, new ideas. And I think 12th will be not too bad in the new coaches' new first season. I'd want a little bit higher, but we'll see how we go. 11 straight away. Collingwood. And I think they're going to just miss out on the wildcard spot. And I've got here my notes. The AFL will love a last round wildcard drama with Collingwood involved.
I'll write that from you. I think that'll be the case. It'll be very close. Everyone's pushing for 10th.
Yes.
Instead of 8th, and it's going to be weird.
And they leave the draw to the end, so I wouldn't be surprised if they put Collingwood on a Sunday night and they need to beat somebody to make it, and then I don't think they will. And I think Collingwood just miss out on the wildcard, and everyone will be like, see how good the wildcard is? Because Collingwood nearly made it, and all this talk will happen. But I've got them 11th. I think they'll be disappointed with that, being how high they were a few years ago. But too many old players. They've lost a couple of their depth players as well, with Myercheck leaving, a few different players here and there retiring or leaving across the board. So Finn McRae, for example, just a random player, but good depth, and now he's gone.
You're not going to believe who I've got in 11th.
Also Collingwood?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think West Coast and Collingwood are the only ones. And did we put Carlton? No, we swapped them. West Coast and Collingwood are the only ones who've agreed on Survivor.
Yes.
So the reason I've put it, same sort of thing. I think they've been overhyped since 2023.
Wow.
Honestly, I think they've kept on to Pendlebury for too long. They've kept on to Sidebottom for too long. Tom Mitchell's gone. I know
how too long.
All these players they've kept on for too long. I know they've got young guns. I rate... Look, Quaynors, I did rate him, but I don't know about this year.
I like McCreary. I want him at Port.
Yeah, they've got rid of Markov, which I don't like.
Yes.
I liked Markov. I know he wasn't
a lot of their depth is left, and when you're your aging list and then you lose your depth, 1 or 2 injuries here or there, they'll be done for.
Look,
they're going to be big though next year.
I'm going to expand a little bit.
Trade period next year. They're going to go after a few big players.
Yeah, they're Collingwood. They are big.
Ben King, hopefully not Butters.
This is what I'm gonna say about Collingwood. Yes. I've already said a bit. So I think since the 2023 grand final, they've had expectations.
Yes.
And they haven't delivered to them.
Yep.
But one thing I'm so upset about, and people hate the guy for no reason, is Nick Dacos. He's a star. He's a star of the competition. He's one of the best players. Okay, look.
I want to disagree, but I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I don't know why everyone hates him.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I don't like Collingwood. Okay? I'm not saying I don't like Collingwood supporters. I'm kidding. I don't like Collingwood because they're rivals with Port, sort of thing.
Yeah,
you see this here.
I see it. Wherever I can see it.
So, like, look, Collingwood's obviously the most hated team in the AFL.
Yes.
But I don't know why everyone hates Dacos. He plays, like, for stats.
Yes.
He does get Brownlow votes. He should have a Brownlow, really.
He didn't win the best and fairest last year.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just feel as if he's not underrated, but
underappreciated.
Yeah, everyone
people
hates
should
the guy.
appreciate him more.
Stop hating on Nick Dacos. All right. So those are the teams that have not made the top 10.
Yes.
So now we're in a wild card round.
Yes.
From the top 10 onwards. So these teams, 18th to 11th, we don't need those anymore. We've got our top 10 now. It's this is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Because
business end. Yeah,
this is going to be what really sets the viewers off.
Yeah, you haven't said Port Adelaide yet.
10th spot. Look, I'm going with St Kilda.
Ooh.
I think they've had some incredible signings. They've done really well off the field for a club that has struggled for so long. Mm-hmm. Okay, they've had their chances in, I think, 04. They lost the prelim. They had chances in 09.
Yeah, 010 they lost in a draw. They had a draw, and then
I think 11 they were still strong. They've had their chances, and over in the 2020s they haven't delivered to what they can be. They've got a good side at the moment. I really think Tom De Koning will be good for them. Wangane Miller is a gun. Ryan's past his prime, but
let me help you out. I've also got St Kilda in 10th, so that's another one we agree on. I think they are the classic wildcard team. They just sound like a wildcard team. If you like, who's the first team that's going to reach the wildcard? I think it's going to be St Kilda.
I forgot to mention this. All right, I feel as if when all their new players gel, they will go up in the ladder.
Yeah,
they need time.
They
need a year or two.
A lot of new players. Philippou, if he can stay fit, will be massive for them. Wilkie in defence is always good. They gave him a new deal because the Bulldogs wanted him. And the other one I want to mention too, Darcy Wilson. I like him a lot.
Oh yeah. All right,
ninth. This is where we disagree massively with number 9. Someone you've already mentioned, a lot lower. GWS.
Okay, yeah.
I've got them as another classic wildcard team. But written down, I realised it was all negatives. So that's why you had me questioning earlier, because I was looking at my notes to see some things I can counter with you. I've got injuries early, as we mentioned, with Green, Tom Green out the whole season. Sam Taylor's out a while as well. And squad depth. I'm worried about the squad depth. They lost a bit of that throughout the trade period and in different circumstances. So I'm just a bit worried about that. But I've got them in 9th. I think that they just have a strong club. They're, with Kingsley leading them, they're going to be tough to beat, especially at their ground. And they seem like a wildcard team. So I can see that being the first week of the wildcards.
That's fair enough. 9th for me is Port Adelaide. So a lot of people are going to disagree with that.
Yes.
I will tell you why I think.
Tell us in the comments if you disagree.
This is going to be the most... I'm not trying to be biased, putting him 9th.
Yeah.
This is what I genuinely think if I wasn't a Port supporter. From last year in 2024, we finished 2nd. Okay.
Yes.
2025, yes, we didn't make the finals. We finished 13th.
Yes.
Okay. I get that. I understand why people don't rate us. I'm not going to be biased. Okay, let's stop talking about Port Adelaide. Number 8, I've got Freo. Now, the reason I've put him higher than a lot of people were expected, I just think that they're a weird team.
Put him a bit lower than I thought.
Lower?
Yeah.
I've
got him very high, but anyway, we'll get into that.
Oh, no, that's what I meant. Like,
yeah.
Look, I just think they're really a weird team. I think, like, they will win against Collingwood at the MCG and then lose to North at Optus. Yeah. Like, they're a team that does that sort of thing. It's just weird. They've had their chance. They've got a great list.
8?
They've got a great list. They're all great.
Mason Cox?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about close.
All right.
But I just think Freo is that team that should finish higher, but I don't think they will. They've had so many chances. Come on, how many chances are you going to get?
Yeah, I agree, but also you'll see. I'll talk a bit more about them later.
Mm.
For me, number 8, I got the Adelaide Crows.
Okay, that's going to shock a few people.
Bit low, but again, maybe a little bit of my bias coming through. But I'll tell you why. Straight exit last year, the mentality will be gone.
Okay.
After that, injuries. A lot of injuries. We got Draper not having a full preseason, Curtin not having a full preseason, and they're the upcoming players. They're the ones that can go to the next level. Yeah. Both of them not starting the season well enough. After that, other injuries. Keane is out for ages, as well as a few others. So they're going to be an issue. They're missing Rankin for round 1 against Collingwood. They've got a hard draw. They have like Collingwood, Bulldogs, off the top of my head, Sydney or something like that. Geelong, they go to Geelong early. They might be 0-4. I think it might not be Sydney, but they might be 0-4 going into gather round. So that'll be big, and I don't think they can recover from that. I still think they'll finish 8th. Not as good as last year. Their draw is very hard. They got a lot of injuries to key players, and some of the injuries to players who I thought they could take them to the next level.
Look, I think their draw is hard. Like I don't deny that, but they will have a lot of expectation on them.
Yeah, but I think that's going to.
I don't think they're negative that low, and I'll tell you why later.
Sounds good. All right, 7th.
Yeah.
This one is maybe also a little bit low, but I've got Hawthorn.
Oh.
I think they're...
Okay.
Well, that's not that bad, is it?
That's going to annoy a few people.
All right, let me know.
A lot of people.
Let me know in the comments, but I don't think it's that bad because Hawks as well. I've got Gattuso here, if you know the Gattuso meme. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe... Yeah, I think they're going to struggle again. Okay. Sorry, Hawks fans.
7th place I've got, and some people would agree with this. I think you would agree to a slight extent, but a lot of people would disagree. I've got Geelong.
Okay.
So Geelong, I think that's... Look, we say this every year, but I think they're too old.
That's why I struggle with that.
But they'll be strong at Cardinia Park. However, I feel as if they may get figured out.
Yeah.
There's been some stat that says like whoever's been smashed by a certain number of points in the grand final hasn't made finals the next year.
Yeah.
I know that's the talking point and what's going on. I think Geelong will make it still. Okay. They've got great players. They've got a good list. I just think that for some reason they won't finish higher than 7th. I just feel as if I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad though. Like I think for their list to get finals pretty comfortably.
But they don't win premierships. They do occasionally, but
yep. So that's
11 years apart.
7th for you?
That's 7th for me. Now, do you want me to do 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 6th spot, I've got the Bulldogs. Now, look, I had them higher. I think I had them in 9th and 8th initially.
Yep.
The reason I put them up, watching them in preseason, I know preseason doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It does for the players, but I just feel like they're going to go good. I don't know why. They've had their chances. It's time for them to shine.
So you think 6th is higher than you initially put them?
Yeah, I put them at 9th.
Okay.
So Western Bulldogs, I really rate, and I mean really rate Arthur Jones. I saw him play.
Yeah, he was good. I watched a bit of that.
Did you see him last night?
Yeah.
He was killing Hawthorn. Yeah. Arthur Jones is going to be really good.
Stay fit again. That's another one. Good potential.
Yeah, they've got great players. Sam Darcy. Sam Darcy.
Another one if he can stay fit. He's very lanky.
Mate, if he keeps this up, he could win the Coleman.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
I think he's probably favourite.
He's one of my favourite forwards.
Could he? How much do you think he can kick?
Meters?
No, goals.
Sorry, I thought I said how far.
How many?
Look, he could do 70 plus.
Okay.
If he's good. If
they get 70 plus, I can see them
get the ball
high.
to him.
Yeah. Well, they got good midfielders. I like Kennedy. I've underrated Kennedy. On top of everyone knows Bond and Ed Richards and all that, but in my opinion, I like Kennedy.
I just really think they've got it. Not the premiership. I'm not going to say the Premier today, what I'm thinking, because I can't.
Yes.
But
well, guess what? Can we continue the Bulldogs? Yeah, I've also got them in 6. Yeah. I got the same as you. I've got them in 6. I think classic beverage team. I think they've got good squad depth. They've got handy players all around the park, and he loves that. And he can move the magnets, and everyone fits everywhere. Lob in defence. They can pull them forward if they have to. Like Richards, Bond, they can put them forward if they have to. Move people back to defence if they need to, like Norton. So I think it's a classic beverage team, and I think he's going to be up for the fight. And instead of a normal fight, they'll be in a Bulldog fight. I think it was going to be 6th. Okay. Let me go with my 5th. That's another one we agree on, by the way. We didn't look at our notes beforehand.
Yeah.
For 5th, I have got the Sydney Swans just missing out on that top 4 position. I think it's going to be the Kerno effect this year for them. and I think they have more solid defense. I like Jai Sarong. They signed him from Hawthorn. He was hardly playing for the Hawks in defense because of their players, but he played in the VFL. I think he might have been in the team of the season, or if not, one of the ideal premium defenders in that comp, and I think he's a good signing for Sydney. So I've got Sydney Swans in 5th because of Curnow and more solid defense since the past few years.
Look, this team I have in 5th. Okay, initially I had him in 13th.
Wow.
Or 12th. Or 12th.
Since when?
12th or 11th. 12th.
Since when were you thinking? Like a few days ago, a few weeks ago?
3 days ago.
Wow.
I had him in 12th. Okay. Now they're in 5th.
Big difference.
Okay.
Jeez.
Because if
missing everything to nearly top 4.
I initially sent it to a few mates and said, "What do you think?" And like, why are you putting this team here? What is wrong with you? And it's also the City Swans.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I had them.
We got a few the same.
I had them in 12th.
Wow, that's a big difference.
It's so low.
Why though? What was you thinking for the 12th, and what was you thinking for moving them up?
No, I don't know. I just thought it was Sydney. Like they're there and then they fade, and they're there and then they fade. Like when's it gonna stop?
I think that off. Yeah, I think that.
The reason I put them so high eventually is because I realised yes they had injuries last year.
Yeah.
Curnow, I initially thought I don't know how he got at Sydney, but I think he got alright. Okay, I think they'll be better than GWS. That's the main part.
Yeah, I've got them a lot higher than GWS.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had GWS in 13th, I think, and Sydney in 12th. So I think Sydney is going to.
Wow.
But I don't know. 4th place, I got Adelaide. So the reason I got
a bit higher than me, I got.
Yeah, I did it on Squiggle. So I did the predictor where you could do per round. I just thought at the time. Then they got some injuries, but I still kept them 4th.
Okay.
I think they'll be pretty good at the Adelaide Oval, obviously.
Yep.
The teams below them, right? So they've got, they've got all the bottom forward play, obviously. It's just stupid what I'm saying, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
They've got games where they can win and they've got games where they can lose. Initially, it was like up to 5th or 4th.
So you're saying like bottom 6, 7, 8 teams, they should beat them at home?
It'll be close games.
Yeah.
From 4th to 8th.
Yeah, it's going to be close. It's so hard to predict the ladder.
It's hard. I think a lot of people would agree with the Crows in 4th. Some people say, they're 50 minor premiers. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Like, what minor premier stays minor premier in the next year?
They won how many games? I don't know if they can do that again. They won just 18 games last year. I don't think they can do
18
that
and 4. Yeah, not again. But I don't think they're bad, but I don't think they'll be as good as what they were.
Fair.
I think it was a bit of a shock.
Oh, yeah.
For them.
It's hard to keep that up. Now people know about them. They've got the harder draw. They've got people. Yeah, now teams know more about how they play. And you saw that in the finals.
Look, and I tipped the opposition twice. I tipped Collingwood to beat them in that qualifying. I didn't think they were ready. I didn't think they had the final experience. Same with Hawthorn. I tipped them both. 4th,
I've got Geelong, a bit higher than you have them. I think they're just consistent. Whenever they play at home, they're probably going to win at GMHBA Alphabet Stadium. I think they'll just be consistently winning. Everyone will come to the round 16, round 17, that kind of thing. Will be like, how are Geelong so high again? They just somehow find ways to win matches, find ways to make their way up the ladder, and that's why I have them in 4th spot. I won't say too much about them. We talked about them a lot, but I like some of their players, and they've also got a bit of depth now. They did miss out on Ron Marshall, which I think would have been huge, but yeah. I'll go 3rd first. Why not? Fremantle Dockers in 3rd spot. Good season for them, I'm predicting. They fun to watch. A lot of young players all around the park. They're hungry to win. They haven't won anything, and they want to win. They've got Sarong on a new deal. They have Brayshaw, those two partnerships there in the middle. Tracy, Luke Jackson. I think the new rock rules will suit him. Defense is strong with Pearce. They've got handy players all around the park. You mentioned earlier Frederick, but they have like so many of them. Erasmus, if he can play. They've got
Dudley's good. I like Dudley.
Dudley, I do like Dudley. He's a good player, good small forward. And they just have killers all around. Bashai Bolton, as I mentioned earlier. And they've got depth all around the park, I think, as well. So I put Freo in 3rd. Big difference to you.
I put him in 8th. So
yeah. So I think they're going to be double chance.
And from 8th to like 4th, it could be really close.
It could. It probably will be.
You don't know.
Yeah. Your 3rd?
I've got Gold Coast.
Wow.
The reason you haven't said them yet. No, you haven't said them yet. They're in your top 2. Wait, you've got the Queensland teams in your top 2. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So 3rd, I've got Gold Coast.
Yes.
I think they're ready.
Yep.
Last year, I know I say this we weren't going to talk about it, but Port stuffed them up. Let's be honest. In that last game.
Yeah.
They could have finished. I think it was top 4.
They could have been 4th, yeah, but they ended up winning a final, which is huge for them.
That's huge. Swallows last game.
And they've added Petrarca. They've added.
They know what they're doing.
Hugo Hagen.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. I think Dimmer's got them in a good spot, and I think they'll be really good at People First Stadium.
Yep.
And I see them going places. I reckon. What do you reckon? Prelim have to pass?
No, not necessarily. I think. They did win a final last year, so they've already done semi-final. I think if they finish top 4 over a home and away season, I think that's a pass mark because last year they didn't do that.
Look, I'm not expecting them to win the premiership. Obviously, they're this first year playing finals as a club. I just hope they can deliver to everyone's expectations and not fail us again.
Yeah, I mean, you got them 3rd, so that's pretty good.
Second spot, I have got the Hawks.
Wow, I've got
the reason I was
big difference. I've got 7th.
Yeah, the reason I put them in second spot is because I feel as if the kids are going to start firing.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate Watson, but I rate Watson. I like him. Like not that in a way that I'd want him to succeed against us. No, okay. But he doesn't cheat. No. You know,
he's very, very tricky player. Very good.
Yeah.
Good at what he does. He played some midfield yesterday. I watched that.
He's good. You know, they've got the midfield. Ambrosio is good. Newcomb's good.
I'm just worried their midfield's a little bit one-dimensional, especially with Will Day out. They said that last year. They tried to add Merritt. They couldn't do that. So I think that could be a weakness for them.
I just think they'll succeed. They could finish anywhere between first and 6th, I reckon.
Well, I've gone 7th, so yeah. I think you're wrong.
Well, 7th then. No, I just think they.
Yeah.
I don't know the fixture. It's fixture based.
Yeah,
that one.
No, that's fair. I just don't know if they have the depth.
Who's your second Gold Coast or Brisbane?
I haven't said it yet, but yes, Gold Coast.
So we've got. We'll talk about Brisbane in a minute. Let's go Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. We talked about them a bit already. I think they can finish as high as 2nd. They're building off a good season last year. They've got all the new players in, as we mentioned, Petrarca, Hugo Hagen. They've got Euland, another one coming in, and one of the youth players. They've got a ton of players coming in through that. Yeah, they've got a lot of good players, and I just think they're going to finish 2nd. I think it's going to be a Queensland top 2. We'll get into Brisbane in a second, but yeah, big year for Gold Coast. Everything you see in their pre-season, their socials, everything's flying. Everyone's having a good time, laughing and having a good time, and I think they're going to laugh all the way to 2nd spot.
Yeah, Brisbane now we'll talk about.
Yeah, the other Queensland team. Both of us have them number 1.
Yeah, the thing I think about it is it's really hard to say who's going to beat that list.
Yes.
Okay, I know a lot of people agree.
And they just got
Brisbane.
better.
Most of the fans would agree with West Coast bottom and Brisbane top.
I think so.
Anywhere between 17th to 2nd.
Sure.
We could have stuffed up badly.
Yes.
We'll find out at the end of the year. We'll come back.
But their list is just so consistent. They didn't lose anyone except Archie, but they brought in hungry players who haven't won a premiership. They brought in Draper, and I don't know how good he is, Oscar Allen, but that's 2 players where
they're big players, big names.
They're hungry. The captain from West Coast and Draper, they're hungry for success. They haven't had it. The other one is that I like a lot is Kitty Coleman. He's been injured so long. He hasn't been involved. I think he's involved in maybe one.
Zach Bailey.
Zach Bailey in a contract year. He's going to be huge.
I'm interested to see how Neil goes.
Neil is an interesting one, yes. Pressure. Yes, but I don't think he needs to be their top 5 player for them, and they'll still be fine. They've got Dunkley. They've got both the Ashcroft's. They've got Cloggage.
These names. You know what I rate? Not Hitwood. Harris Andrews.
Harris Andrews is unreal. Great leader.
I think he's the best defender in the AFL.
And now he's a leader by himself because of
No, it doesn't matter. I think he deserves it. I think he's the best defender.
Yeah, he's so good. And then they've got like other players that go so under the radar but are so good, like Wilmot. They've got Fletcher, who's just going to... He could be the top 5 player. He's listing
the whole team.
I'm listing the whole team. That shows you how good they are.
When you do that, you have a reason for them being top. Now, 3-peat is on the line for the Lions.
Yes, I've written down one word next to Brisbane on my notes. Dynasty.
Yes, they've done it in 01, 02, 03. Can they do it in 23, 24, 25, 26?
They could. There's nothing, there's nothing saying they can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Last year they didn't have a good. I want to say they didn't have a good year last year. As soon as finals hits, it was like
it's like
a new.
It's
new
really
level.
Weird with them in the year.
They could just cruise to top 4 and then win it. So they might even finish top because of that reason. But I've got
2024. You know, they had the hard way to get there.
Yep.
But they made it for the elim, and they come back 50 points down. They
Yep.
won the prelim against the Cats, and it was just
unreal.
Yeah, but I think this year
we both agree on that.
Yeah, but I think now, right, since those last 2 years where they made their mistakes in those, not in the finals they won them, but before in the point to get to the finals.
Yeah.
I feel as if now they understand their mistakes and they'll just finish top.
And it's almost like a Geelong situation. It doesn't matter. As long once the finals hits, they're a different team.
Look, I honestly think they'll make the grand final.
Yep.
I'm not gonna rule out any chance of them not.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they will.
Yeah.
But I think they should be there. And there's a definite
and once you
chance.
make the GF, anything can happen.
There's definitely a chance.
They've been there. They know how to win. Could be 3 in a row.
Could be. And look, I know I'd rather see Port win it, obviously, but I hope they do.
Okay.
Just because I want to see it.
If not, Port Adelaide. Yeah, fair.
Now, before we end this video, I just want to see. So we've got our top 10. You've got it written there.
Yep.
Let's go. So we've got 10th versus 7th.
Yes.
So 7th versus 10th. So in my first wildcard game, it'll be Geelong taking on St Kilda at the MCG.
Mine's Hawthorn versus St Kilda.
Okay. So St Kilda are in the away team.
For both of us,
Okay. Should we predict it?
No.
Just these games?
Yeah, we can.
Just this game?
Yeah.
I'd say Geelong beats Saints.
I think Hawthorn beats St Kilda.
You want to do yours?
Crows. In 8th spot was Crows. My 9 was GWS. So Crows versus GWS in the second of the wildcard match. I think Crows will win that, but they've never won a final, so not never, but haven't for a while. So but I'll still go Crows, GWS. Yeah,
2017 prelim was the last one. Was this 8th? It's going to be Freo versus us, Port. Look, I think
that'd be tricky.
Yeah, it'd be tricky. It's tricky because Freo are weird in finals, Port are weird in finals. I think Port can win that game, but I think Freo would. Let's be real.
Yeah,
I think they're a bit better than us, but Port could win it.
I've got Freo 3rd, so I have to go.
So that will conclude our ladder predictions for season 2026. Let us know what you think in the comments. Did we go well? Did we go bad? I think.
Yeah, let us know.
We had different opinions.
Yeah, we had very different, but we had a lot the same as well, more, and we didn't confer before. Let us know if you agree or not, and if not, where you disagree in terms of like, should your team be higher, lower, etc.
Before we wrap it up, so we had 6th the same, 1st and 18th, pretty predictable.
Yep.
The rest of them, maybe it was luck, maybe it was.
Could go anywhere.
Thanks everybody for watching today's ladder prediction. Thank you, Jad, for joining me today on the Pigskin Punchlines channel. The first upload we've had in a while, and we're looking to do a lot more content in 2026. We've got a big year of football coming up, and you'll see Jad a bit more on the channel. Anything you want to say? No, thanks for having me. It was a great fun to do it. I can't wait to come back and revisit this video at the end of the year and see how we did. See how bad we did. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Subscribe. Please subscribe. 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 Yeah, subscribe.